is high. Deuce is low. Call it right and win the dough on Card Sharks. And here's the host of Card Sharks, Jim Perry.
Thank you, Ed. Thank you. Thank you very much, and welcome to Card Sharks. Thank you. Card Sharks, a game of decisions where you can win a fortune if you have the right intuition on just the turn of a single card. Let's turn the board and get to the cards. I'll work it all out. Janice and Ann, if you will, load in the cards. Red cards on the top played by the champion. The blue cards on the bottom played by the challenger. And as you can see, we have a game in progress. And now let's meet those fine Card Sharks. Sue Ann Murray, our champion, with $2,500. Al Slayton, the challenger, with $100. We play the best 2 out of 3, and as we left off last time, Al, you have 1 game to your credit, so the pressure's on the champion. Those cards were crazy in the last game. As I recall, we went through 4 questions, and neither one of you put a card up there, right? You kept breaking.
Right.
We're having trouble with that second card, Jim.
Yeah,
Can't get past it.
You never know how they're going to fall. They're shuffled and cut before we go in the air. You don't know how they're going to go. Let's see how they go for you today. Good luck to both of you. Each player has their own deck of 52 playing cards. As I said, shuffled and cut before going on the air. And the red cards on the top to be played by Sue Ann. The lower cards, the blue cards, will be played by Al. We have a game in progress. Sue has turned over an 8 as her base card. Al has a queen as his base card. The object of the game, to work your way across the board, predicting whether each of these cards is higher or lower than the one that precedes it. And before you can begin calling high-low on the cards, you have to answer a high-low toss-up question. Here comes my little G2T2 out there right now. All high-low toss-up questions based on a poll of 100 people. They test your ability to judge human nature. As I say, we have played a couple of questions. There are only 2 questions left. No one has turned over a card up there except the base card, so we'll pick up where we left off with a question to you, Sue.
Okay.
Sue Ann, we asked 100 California college men, would you prefer to marry a virgin? How many said they would prefer a virgin?
Well, that's up my alley. I would say 57 would prefer to marry a virgin.
57. She says 57 college men prefer to marry a virgin. Al, higher or lower?
That's a tough question. The college people today are very liberal. I'm going to say that I think that the number is lower.
You say lower. If it is lower, Al, you go to the board first. Not lower, Sue Ann goes first. The actual number of college men who said they prefer to marry a virgin is 48. It's lower. Al.
Good.
All right, Al. We're looking at that queen. As always, when you answer the high-low toss-up question, you can change the card if you'd like. Do you want to play that queen? Do you want to change it?
Well, we're going to keep the queen, but we hope to get past the second card, which is definitely lower.
Lower than a queen. Remember, if it's another queen you lose, it must be lower than a queen. It is a 5. Now, Al, at this point, you can freeze and protect your position, or you can continue calling high-low all the way across the board. Make a mistake, you lose them all, and Sue Ann gets a free play at her cards. What's it going to be?
I'm going to move on. She doesn't have a very good base card, so I'm going to move on and say the next card is higher.
Higher than a 5. It's an ace.
Oh,
very much higher.
Good.
What do you want to do now, Al?
Definitely lower, Jim. Definitely lower.
Remember, another ace and you lose. Lower than an ace. It is a 10. Now, Al, you've got a difficult decision. You need 1 card. You can turn it over and win, or you could lose them all. What's it going to be?
Jim, we'll freeze at this
You'll
point.
freeze it right there.
We'll freeze.
Move the freeze bar over, and that 10 becomes a base card. You cannot lose those 4 cards. Al needs just 1. Sue Ann needs 4, and we are at the 4th and final question. It is sudden death. Someone has to win with this play of the cards, and this question decides who gets that control of the board. Al, we asked 100 women in a California studio audience. At this moment, are you wearing slacks? How many in that studio audience said they were wearing slacks?
Well, pants are very popular today. I'd say 65 women said they were wearing pants.
65 said they were wearing slacks. Sue Ann, higher or lower?
I would say more women than that wear it. Higher.
Higher. I might have thought lower. I'll find out as you do. The actual number of women who were wearing slacks is 92. It is higher. Sue Ann. Sue Ann, you've got control of the board. It is sudden death. Listen carefully. Here's how we do it. You have an 8. You can change that 8 if you'd like and try to turn over all 4 of these cards. But if you make a mistake, Al wins the game. He leads 1-0. He'd win the match. However, you have control. You can force Al to play off his 10, which he cannot change. He would have to turn this card over successfully, or the game is yours. He needs only 1. You need 4. You've got control. What's it going to be? Play it yourself or make him play it?
I think I'll play it.
You'll play it. You'll try to turn them all over. All right. You
Yeah.
want to start with this 8? Do you want to change it?
I would like to change my base card.
Here's the next card off the top of the deck, and you must play this one. It is a 6. Sue Ann, here we go. One mistake,
Higher.
and you're
Next
done.
card's got to be higher.
Higher than a 6. It is a jack. You're still in the match. Call the next card.
Okay. The next card is lower.
Lower than a jack. It is a 3. You are still in the match.
Okay. The next card has got to be higher.
Higher than a 3. It is a 2. You couldn't do it. And Al, you have become our new champion. 2 out of 3 in the win. Congratulations, Al. You put the pressure on it. It paid off. Sue Ann, thank you for joining us. You're leaving with $2,500. You've done very well. Thank you for being here, Sue Ann. Al, come on down here with me. Take a rest. We look like the Bobbsey twins here. We'll be right back with the money cards and a possible win of over $28,000 right after this.
For everyone who shouted the correct answer. For everyone who didn't draw a blank.
You're crooked.
For everyone who picked the right card.
Wow!
Here's your chance to play along all over again. Daytime Buzz. Today, starting at 10, only on Buzzer. Let's play.
Al, congratulations. And I think we were talking about it. That idea of freezing, needing that one card, really put the pressure on her.
Well, I thought I had to play defense there. She had to go all the way, so she almost made it, though.
You almost did, but it worked out for you, Al, and now we're ready with the money cards. Open it up. All right, Al, let's head on up there. You know how we do it. $2 you won in the game is yours to keep. We've got a new deck of cards, shuffled and cut, and we're going to give you new money. This time you're going to bet that money. New money to play with, starting on the bottom line with $200. Bet it as you will with these 3 cards. When you move up to the second level, we add another $200 of betting money, and you can bet that as you please. $50 minimum bets till you get to that top card, that big bet. And there you must bet at least half the money. I'd love to see you do well.
I'm ready. I'm ready for the big one.
Good luck. Let's see some good cards up there, and we'll start you with $200. And a choice of base cards. Let's get a good base card for you. First, we have a 10. Want to play that, or you want to change it?
I'm going to change that one.
You're
I'm going to change the 10.
You must play this one, so I hope it's a good one. It is a 7. Ooh. All right, Al, you've got $200. You've got a 7. What's your bet on this card?
$100 that it's higher, Jim.
$100 higher than a 7. Remember, as in the game, if it's another 7, you lose. Higher? It is a queen. Very much higher. $300 and a queen.
All of it, Jim. All the money that it's lower.
All right, you're a gambler. The whole thing, $300 lower than a queen. It's a jack. Oh. $600 with a jack. What do you want to bet? You got
$500 that it is lower.
500 again, a big bet. 500 lower than a jack. It's a 7.
There we
Doing
go.
well. You're up to $1,100. We have a 7. We're going to move it up and add $200. Al, you now have $1,300 and a 7 to bet here.
Gee, Jim, can I change with the 7? $100 that it's higher.
All right, let's try to get a better card. $100 higher than a 7. It's an 8. Didn't do too much better, but you got another $100 to work with. $1,400 and an 8.
Same $100 and lower.
Lower than an 8 for $100. It's a jack. That's all right. It's just a $100 loss. You've got $1,300 and a pretty good card there, a jack. What do you bet here?
Let's see. I'm going to bet. We haven't seen too many face cards, but I'm going to bet $1,000 that it's lower.
That's a big bet. That's a big bet on that jack.
I came to win.
$1,000. Lower than a jack. Be there. It's a 5. $2,300. $2,300 as we move the 5 up here. You must bet at least half of it. You must bet at least $1,150. You can bet more. You have a 5. What's your big bet, Al?
Jim, I have 2 sons. I'm going to keep $100 each for them. We're going to bet $2,100 that it's higher.
Big bet. $2,100 higher. Higher than a 5 for $2,100. Oh, no! Oh, no! Ow! Doggone it! Come on down here. That's terrible.
Right.
But you got $200, another $200 in the game. You got $400. We're going to meet a new challenger in a moment. Maybe you'll get another crack at it. We'll be right back. That was so good, bet. Golly, that
Every great moment, every single day.
Are you laughing or crying?
I don't know.
Primetime Buzz, tonight, starting at 8, only on Buzzer. Let's play.
Well, Al, cards didn't fall for you right there. That was a big bet, too. It was a good bet.
Well, we came to win some money, and we had to take a chance at it. So.
And you're still here, yeah. That's the thing with this game. Boy, you're sitting there with your money to bet it. Good luck the next time if you get up there again, Al. Right now, we're going to deal out the cards with 2 new decks. Janice, if you will. And that means we're going to be starting a new match with a new player. Here's our next contestant on Card Charge. Joyce Fanfilo. Hello, Joyce. Welcome.
Thank you.
Now, I've got to ask you, Joyce, they told me that you read palms.
Oh, dear. Yeah, I do. I do it as a hobby. That and shoot pool.
Shoot pool? Now, we're in our second week. How do the palms, how do they look for the show?
Oh, they look great, just like they look for me.
I'm glad to hear it. Okay. All right, listen, okay. Good luck, Joyce. You're going to be playing the lower cards, the blue cards. Al, the champion, plays the upper cards, the red cards. And we'll start the best 2 out of 3 match with a question where we ask 100 women, and it goes to you, Al. We ask 100 women in a California studio audience, have you ever had your nose fixed? How many said yes?
Well, a lot of women probably think about having their nose fixed, but I don't think too many. I'd say 6.
6. Joyce, higher or lower than 6?
I have a feeling that it may be a little higher cosmetic surgery for women. I think it'd be a little higher
You
than
say
that.
higher than that? All right. The actual number of women who said they had their nose fixed is 3, not higher. Al, you got it. Not that many, and Al will take a look at your base card. You have an ace. Oh, yeah.
Jim, where was that card when I needed it? I think the next card is definitely lower.
Lower than an ace. It is a 10. As always, you can freeze at any time or continue.
Now, we have a good base card. Lower. Let's see, the next card is lower.
Lower than a 10. It is a 7. Now you've got 2 cards up there.
I'm going to freeze, Jim.
You'll freeze it.
Freeze right here.
All right, the 7 becomes a new base card, leaving only 2 cards. You've kept Joyce away from her cards. This time we go to you with a question, Joyce. We asked 100 priests, have you ever eaten a bagel? How many said they have?
Oh, everybody loves bagels. They're just so famous and really great. I would say 86.
86. She says that 86 Catholic priests have eaten a bagel. Higher or lower, Al?
Well, then maybe at the ecumenical councils, but I think it's got to be a little bit lower.
You say lower.
And definitely lower.
The actual number of priests who said they've eaten a bagel is 83. It is lower, Al, yeah. Good judge of human nature there. And, Al, we're looking at a 7. You want to keep it?
No, I'd like to change the base card, Jim.
Here's the next card. You've got to play this one, which is a queen.
Oh, great.
What's it going to be, Al?
The next card is lower, Jim.
Lower than a queen. It is a 3. It is very much lower. You got to freeze or continue?
No, we're not going to freeze. Next card is higher, Jim. We want to get a game
This is higher than a 3. You've got the first game of the best 2 out of 3 match. It is a 7, and you've done it. Yes, indeed. Game number 1, $100 to Al, the champion. Good job on that, Al. Joyce, that puts the pressure on you. We'll clear the board right now, Janice, and deal out new cards. The next card's off the top of the deck, and we will start as I spin my little G2, T2 around there to the next game. And a question that goes to you, Al. We asked 100 secretaries in Los Angeles, would you rather work for a handsome young bachelor for a low salary or a middle-aged man for a good salary? How many secretaries said they'd rather work for a handsome young bachelor for a low salary?
Well, I think most of the ladies would like the salary over the handsome young men because they're probably well attended anyway. So I'm going to say 85 would prefer to work for the salary.
And I must say, you tied that up nicely with a compliment for the ladies. He says 85. Joyce, do you think it's higher or lower? What is that? All right. We want to make sure you understood that question. Thank you. The question was, how many secretaries said they'd rather work for a handsome young bachelor for a low salary? Are you sure that's your answer there, or do you want to change it?
I'm sorry, I misinterpreted the question.
Thank
15.
It's good we
that.
checked it out. Okay, we'll switch it around there. Thank you, and I thank our judge for getting that straight. Joyce,
Yes.
she says that 15 would rather work for a handsome young bachelor for a low salary than the middle-aged man for a good salary.
Oh, I think they definitely like to work for a better salary. That's got to be higher. I mean,
You
for
say
sure.
higher.
It's got to be, right?
Okay. Higher than 15.
We're hoping.
The actual number of secretaries who said they'd rather work for a handsome young bachelor is 3. It is not higher, it's lower. And Al, you've got that control, and we'll look at your base card. And yes, I must say, it is always good. Anytime the question is misunderstood, it is correct for our judge to make sure the players know exactly what the question is. Al, we're looking at an ace again. That ace falling for you. Call this next card out.
Definitely lower, Jim.
Lower than an ace. It is a 7. But a freeze to continue.
Not quite as good a card, but I believe that the next card is higher.
You're going to play it.
Play it.
He says higher than a 7. It's a 4, and this time it did not work out. It is not higher, it's lower, and Joyce will look at your base card.
All right.
It is a 5. You must play off that 5 and call this card.
Higher. I'm going to try it higher.
Higher than a 5. It is a 3. Could not advance on that. Fill in the spaces. Janice will go to the next question, and this time it goes to you, Joyce.
Okay.
We asked 100 California men, do you prefer a girl whose bosom is slightly too large or slightly too small? How many men said they prefer a bosom slightly too large?
You got it. I would definitely think that men really, you know, most men, I think, prefer larger. No, I won't go quite that high. I'll go 73. 73.
All right. Joyce, if you and your partners have made a decision, she says that 73 prefer a bosom slightly too large. Al, higher or lower?
Well, I think a lot of men are leg men. I'm going to say lower.
You say lower than that. Little agreement out there with that one. The actual number of men who said they prefer a larger bosom is 75, not lower. Joyce, you got it. You got it. Yes, indeed. You want to keep that 5?
Yeah, I'm changing it for sure.
Okay, here's the next card. It is a 6. No improvement there.
Me, golly, I'll
Got to
say-
play it. Call this
I'm
card.
going to try it higher, Jim.
Higher than a 6. It is another 6. It's not higher. Al, a break for you. Play off the ace.
Lower, Jim.
Lower than an ace. It is a 10. Gonna freeze or continue?
I'm going to continue on. I believe that the next card is lower than the 10.
Lower than a 10. It's a jack. Al, every time you get up here, the cards fall funny. We're going to fill them in. Nobody has any advance. Al has 1 game and $100, though. And we've got to take time out for a message. Please watch.
Rayburn,
Hello there.
Dawson,
Survey's done.
2 originals, 2 hours.
Gonna watch the telly tonight, are you?
Match Game and Family Feud today at 10.
Okay. Al, every time you go up there, the cards turn funny for you. But you are leading 1 game to nothing in the best 2 out of 3. And we are at our 3rd question, and it goes to you, Al. Everything is filled in there. You're playing with an ace. Joyce is playing with a 6. And we're asking you this. We asked 100 men and women in a California studio audience, do you kiss with your eyes open or closed? How many said they close their eyes?
Well, I think most people kiss with their eyes closed. I'd say 90 said they kiss with their eyes closed.
You say 90.
Gee, that's
Joyce,
a tough one.
He's put you on the spot.
Yeah,
Higher
he
or
sure
lower?
is. You folks say higher, huh? Okay, I'm going to have to go with the audience and say higher.
You say higher than that. Okay.
No,
All
I'm
right,
not
we'll
so
find
sure.
out if Joyce and another couple of 100 people are right. The actual number of men and women who said they kiss with their eyes closed is 82, not higher. Al, you got it. See what you get for trusting them, Joyce? Al, we're still looking at that ace. It still looks good. Do you want to play it?
That number 2 card is my nemesis, but this one is still lower. Number 2 is
Lower than an ace. Only another ace could lose. It is a king.
Wow.
This time you got a good number 2 card. What's it going to be?
Lower, Jim.
Lower than a king. It is a 10. You want to freeze? You want to continue?
Jim, I'm going to freeze here.
He's going to freeze it right there, and he was looking to see, and yes, there is only one question left. It is sudden death, and it goes to you, Joyce.
Okay.
We asked 100 married women in Los Angeles, have you ever lied to your husband about a dent in your car? How many women said yes?
Oh, wow. I've done that myself, I hate to admit it, but... I'll say, let me see, I'll say 76, my lucky
76.
number.
She says 76. Al, higher or lower?
Most women are honest with their husbands. I'd say lower.
You say lower. The actual number of women who said they lied to their husband about a dent in their car is 24. It's lower. Al, you got it? Al, you want to play that 10? You want to change it and try to turn these two over or put the pressure on Joyce? You'd have to play them all. You've got control.
I passed. I put the pressure on Joyce.
This is it. Joyce, you've got to play them all up to 6. One mistake and he's won the match. Call this card.
All right, higher. I'm going to try.
Higher than a 6. It is a 9. You're still in it. Call the next one.
I'm going to have to go with lower than a 9.
Lower than a 9. Remember, one mistake and Al wins the second game and goes to the money cards. It is a 4. You're still in it. Call the next one.
I'll go higher.
Higher than a 4. It is a 9. One card to go. Joyce, what's it going to be?
You know, the odds say lower, so maybe I should stick with the lower.
You'll say lower. If this is lower, you're still in it. If not, Al remains the champion. It is a jack. You could not do it. It's not lower. Al, you've won your second game and $200. Al, good job. You put the pressure on him. Joyce, thank you for joining us. You played a great match. Thank you so much. We'll be right back right after this.
Up next, contestants try to match wits with insane celebrities while Gene Rayburn tries to control it all on a buzzer double play of Match Game. Next, stay tuned.
Al's going to play the money cards next time we get together on Card Sharks. Bye-bye.
Some of our contestants will receive Bissell's 2-in-1 formula. Carpet shampoo and soil guard keeps carpets cleaner, brighter, longer. And an electrofoam shampooer. Save time and work with Bissell. And for international entertaining or everyday meals, West Bend's Electric Oriental Wok. It's ideal for stir-frying, simmering, and stewing. And True Test Easy Care Latex Flat Enamel combines the flat finish of latex with the scrubbability of enamel, exclusively from True Value hardware stores. And Smooth and Silky by Remington, the electric razor for women that we believe shaves as well as the blade. The Remington Smooth and Silky.